Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last update about Jodha and AKBAR, Jalal was very angry after the Iran ambassador says that Jodha have to change her religion before Salim can be the king of India. And Jodha persuaded Jalal to tell her what is going on. And Jalal tells Jodha that the Iran people doesn't want Salim to become the king of India. And Jodha was shocked. That was our last update. Let's continue from there. Jodha asked Jalal that what decision would Jalal take now, and Jalal says that he has not taken any decision yet and he just wanted to talk to Jodha, and he is thankful that he is feeling good after talking to Jodha, but Jodha should not worry because he would find a way. Kutub comes to Salim and says that Salim seems worried. Salim says that he doesn't know why the ambassador of Iran stopped this crowning ceremony and Jalal is not involving him in any matter, and he doesn't know why they don't want him to get the crown. Salim asks Kutub to go to his wife, and Salim says that Kutub is lucky that someone is waiting for him. Kutub says that people also love Salim as well. Jalal, Jodha, Amida, and everyone loves Salim. Salim says that everyone loves him, but the one that he loves doesn't love him, that is Anarkali. Jalal remembered how they called Salim illegal and said that Salim cannot become the king, and Jalal imagined himself to be standing on the chess table. Jalal imagines the ambassador saying that this is the decision of the Iran and it is respected in the whole Muslim nations, and if Jalal wants to make Salim legal for the kingship, then Jalal should ask his Hindu wife, that is Jodha, to accept Islam, or else people from India will be banned from coming to Saudi Arabia. Jalal also imagines Jodha saying that Jalal promised her that Jalal will not force her to change her religion, and Jalal was worried thinking about all this. Salim was practicing sword fighting with the soldiers. Daniel and Murad comes there. Salim asks them to have sword fighting with him, but Murad says that they cannot raise sword against Salim. Daniel says that what if Salim punish them when he becomes the king, but Salim says that both Daniel and Murad would always remain his brothers even if he becomes the king. Jodha tells the priest that Jalal is in a situation to make Salim a king, and what if Jalal makes Salim the king, and then people will suffer, and what if Salim doesn't like it that Jalal did not make him the king, and what if both Salim and Jalal go against each other. The priest says that according to Jalal's fate, there must be a fight between Jalal and Salim, and Jalal will find a solution every time, but there will always be a fight, and the priest asks Jodha to keep praying and Jodha should not worry. Salim saw Anarkali coming to the palace, and Salim saw one snake approaching Anarkali. Salim runs and pushes Anarkali away, and both Salim and Anarkali fall on the ground together. Anarkali asks that what was that. Salim shows Anarkali the snake and says that there was no time to tell Anarkali about it, so he had to touch Anarkali. Salim gets up and gives his hand to Anarkali. Anarkali holds Salim's hand and gets up. Anarkali says that she should say sorry because Salim saved her again, and Salim says that he had to save Anarkali at any cost. Anarkali says that she wants to say sorry because she was wrong about Salim and she feels guilty to think bad about Salim. Salim says that Anarkali made him feel good saying all this. Anarkali turns to go, but Salim holds Anarkali's hand. Anarkali asks Salim to let her go, and Salim leaves Anarkali's hand and says that Anarkali should spend some time with him because he is tired of all this kingship and the palace, and if Anarkali will talk to him, then he will feel good. Anarkali looks at Salim, and Salim extends his hand, and Anarkali holds Salim's hand, and Salim smiles at Anarkali. Then a song plays in the background. Salim and Anarkali sit, and Salim asks the maid to bring wine. The maid brings the wine and Salim was about to drink it, but Anarkali says that now Salim have to leave all these bad habits. Salim says that he can even leave his bread for Anarkali, and Salim refused to drink the wine. Anarkali says that she is not saying all this for herself, but she is saying it for Manvai, because Manvai has asked her to take care of Salim in her absence. Salim says that he wished that Anarkali would show right on him, and he would have felt more good, but Anarkali says that she has no right on Salim now, because Salim will be getting married to Manvai soon, so Manvai has the right on Salim, and it is late now in the night, so she have to leave, and Anarkali leaves. Salim says to himself that he has never wanted to get the throne, but now he wants to get the throne to give Anarkali the right to become a queen, and he wants to see Anarkali as the queen of India, and that would only happen only when he become the king. Jalal asks his ministers if they find any solution. One priest says that they should not go against the time, and Jalal says that so his ministers want him to accept the Iran's proposal. Jalal asks Barbara what he thinks about the situation. Barbara says that this is a difficult time, and Jalal will have to take the decision if Jodha will change her religion or not, and if Jalal will make Salim the king or not. And nobody can give Jalal suggestion because it is Jalal's family matter, so Jalal have to decide by himself. Barbara says that it is his suggestion that Jalal should not take anyone's suggestions, and Jalal thinks. Jodha was doing the Holy Basil prayer, and Jodha was worried for Jalal. Jodha prays to God to keep peace between Salim and Jalal's relationship, and Jalal comes there. Jalal looks at Jodha, and Jalal says that Jodha was worried. Jalal says that where has it gone? Where? Jodha asks that what is Jalal looking for? Jalal says that he is looking for Jodha's smile, because Jodha has ever told him that they should keep smiling even in difficult times because it gives them support, and now Jodha's smile is lost. Jalal asks Jodha to smile for him, and Jodha smiles. Jodha says that it is all because of her, and she should not have asked Jalal to promise her at their marriage time, and now Jalal will not have suffered. Jalal says that but Jodha did not force him to promise her that she will not change her religion, and Jodha only asked for the promise, and he accepted the promise, and he told Jodha that he will never force Jodha to change her religion, and he is still saying it, that Jodha will not change her religion for the Iran king. Jalal says that he has given freedom to everyone in his nation, so he cannot force Jodha. And what do the Iran people think? This is not Iran but India, and his ancestors did not even force people, and they love people here and they would never force them, and this is just a problem and he will solve it, so Jodha should not worry. Rukkaiya comes to Jodha and asks that what is the problem, because it seems like Jodha was worried, but Jodha says that there is nothing. Rukkaiya says to Jodha that she is Jalal's friend and she is Jodha's friend as well, so Jodha should tell her if anything is bothering her and maybe she can help. Jodha tells Rukkaiya everything that the Iran said, that she has to change her religion to make Salim become the king. Rukkaiya says that why would the Iran be involving in their family matter? Jodha says that Jalal will find a way, but she is worried about Salim and how will Salim feel, and she wants Jalal to find a way that will not hurt Salim or the people. Rukkaiya says that Jodha should not worry, and Jodha leaves. Rukkaiya says that such a big thing is happening, and Jalal did not even tell her, and this is not good. Salim was in thought, and he remembered how he saved Anarkali from the snake, and how Anarkali took his hand to get up, and Salim says Anarkali, the queen of India, and Salim says that it feels so good to hear that. Rukkaiya comes there, and Rukkaiya asks that the Salim try to find out why the Iranis stopped Jalal from giving him crown. Salim says that he would have asked them, but Jalal says that he would handle them, and Jalal says that he will make him wear the crown on any auspicious day. Rukkaiya says that Salim is so innocent, and Salim cannot get the crown and the throne, because the Iranis want Jodha to accept Islam, so that Salim can become a legal Muslim, and only then will Salim get the throne. Rukkaiya says that Jalal is trying to find out a way, but they did not tell Salim about it. But there is one problem. Jalal will not ask Jodha to change her religion because of Jalal's promise to Jodha, and Jalal would destroy Salim's future, and Salim was shocked to hear this from Rukkaiya. Salim angrily comes to Jalal and asks Jalal that why did Jalal stop giving him crown, and Jalal should tell him clearly that Jalal doesn't want to make him become the king, and why is Jalal not letting him enter any meeting. Jalal says that though Salim wants to know his decision, and Salim knows that yes. Jalal shows Salim the throne and says that the throne has many pricks, and the king has to answer many questions, and this throne will make Salim go away from his family, and the throne also makes brothers become enemy. And what do Salim think? That Salim will get everything by getting the throne? No. Jalal says that the throne would only take away sleep from Salim's eyes, and he was the one who wanted to give the king to Salim, and he was the one who wanted to make Salim wear the crown, but he would never force Jodha to change her religion. Jalal asks Salim that he is asking the future Salim that what will Salim do and what will be Salim's decision if he was in his place, and Salim should give answer to himself, and Jalal leaves. Then Salim thinks. Jodha brings food for Salim, but Salim says that he is not hungry, Mariam Samani. Jodha asks that what happened. Salim says that Jodha knew everything, and even then Jodha did not tell him that the Iranis asked Jodha to change her religion to make him become the king, and Jodha did not even inform him. Jodha says that she did not tell Salim because she did not want Salim to get hurt, and Jalal will find a way to solve the problem. Salim says that Jalal is not looking for any solution because Jalal asked him to find a solution and come and tell him. Jodha says that Jalal has solved many problems in the past, but this problem has involved Jalal's loved ones, that is Salim, she, and the nation. And Jalal wants to know what Salim would decide if he was in his place, and Jalal only wants to check Salim. Salim says that but this decision is for him alone. Jodha says that when a son is raised, then the father wants the son to take charge of everything, and Salim have to become the king, and Salim would have to undo every matter. And she has faith in Salim, and she is sure that Salim will solve this matter as well. And when Salim feels hungry, then Salim should eat the food, because she has made the food with love for Salim. And Jodha leaves. Then Salim was impressed with Jodha. Jalal was getting ready, and Jodha was making Jalal wear the coat. Jodha asked Jalal to stand straight, and Jalal asked that it seems like Jodha was angry with him. Jodha says that why did Jalal put Salim in this problem? Jalal says that he wanted to know what would be Salim's answer if Salim is in his position, and Salim's opinion also matters. Jodha says that she doesn't know anything, but Salim should not be in this problem. Jalal says that Salim is the future king, and Salim has to solve all these problems. Jodha says that she knows that Jalal wants to make Salim a big king, but why is Jalal taking a weird steps? Jalal says that he is weird, and that is why Jodha likes him, and he promised that he will not let anything bad happen. Daniel says to Murad that Jalal wants Salim to answer the king of Iran, and how can the Iran king dare to stop Salim from becoming the king, and it is only Jalal who will decide this. Murad says that if it is needed, then they will do war against the Irans. Ada's uncle thinks that if war happens, then Ada will benefit from it. In the court, Salim comes there, and Jalal looks at Salim. Salim greets Jalal, and Jalal asks Salim to answer his question in front of everyone. Jalal says to his ministers that he asked Salim that if he was in his place, then what would be his answers to this problem. Amira says to Jodha that this is a test for Salim to become a king. Salim says that he wants to ask one question, and Salim says that during his childhood, he hit a guy and Jalal punished him, but Jalal did not ask for his opinion then, and every time he had to follow Jalal's order. But why? Amira tells Salim that it is enough, and Salim should not forget that he is talking to the king of India. Salim says that he is not disrespecting Jalal, and he is only answering Jalal's question. Salim says that only the orders of the king matters, and everyone has to follow the king's order, and only the king of India would decide what would happen in India, and nobody can stop him. And if he was a king, then he would have not let anyone interfere in their matters, because they are self-built people, and if anyone tries to surpass them, then they can answer them with guns, weapons, and bravery. Jalal says great, and Jalal asks Salim, and says that Salim has proved it today that he deserves to be the king, and he is announcing it that he will crown Salim as the king, and he is inviting the ambassadors of Iran as well. One priest says that the Iran's king is very influential, and the royal family of the Iran are very religious, and they follow the Islamic rules, and they wanted to trade with India, but they did not like it when Jalal cancelled tax from Indians, and they have helped them in the past, so they cannot insult them. Jalal says that the Iranis has insulted them, and everyone in India have freedom to follow any religion, and they cannot make India an Islamic nation. And as Salim has said, the last decision is for the king alone. So as the king, he is announcing that tomorrow is the crowning ceremony of Salim, and Salim smiles hearing this. The ambassador of the Iran gets the invitation of the crowning ceremony, and they says to Jalal's priest that the priest know that the Iran king will not like this, and Jalal would have to suffer. The priest says that he cannot do anything, and the ambassador says that they will come to the function to show Jalal that he has made a mistake, and the king of Iran will not forgive Jalal. Jalal comes to Harem, and Amida says that Salim gave the right speech today. Salima says that Salim proved that he is talented. Jodha says that her son is talented, but Jalal always tests him. Rukkaiya says that the good thing is that the decision is in Salim's favor. Jalal says that he had to take the decision in Salim's favor, else he would have to bear the wrath of Jodha. Amida says to Jalal that Jalal ruled the whole of India, but her daughter Jodha rules Jalal, so Jodha should keep it up, and everyone smiles. But Rukkaiya thinks that she will not let Jodha live in peace. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share it, and please don't forget to comment and subscribe. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye guys.